Hello and welcome to another episode of MiniJurassicGirl Discovers. I'm Dr. Anjana, otherwise known as Jurassic Girl.
Hello, and I'm Sarita, known as MiniJurassicGirl.
And today we're going to explore some rocks from my own collection that will help us learn all about the 3 different types of rocks that we see in the rock cycle. So to start off with, a good question is, what is the rock cycle? What do you think, Sarita?
I think a rock cycle is when the rocks start to happen.
What do you think happens to them?
They turn into another rock.
Wow, that's brilliant. What a brilliant explanation. Yeah, the rock cycle is basically rocks changing from one type to another depending on where they are on the earth. So it's actually a very good way of describing that process, Sarita.
Thank you.
So within the rock cycle, there are 3 different types of rocks, and they're all laid out on this table in front of us. Now here's a question for you, Sarita. I wonder if you can tell me one type of rock.
Sedimentary rock.
And what do you think a sedimentary rock is?
A sedimentary rock is when it's made of other kinds of rocks that are broken up.
Do you think you might be able to guess which one of these rocks is a sedimentary rock on the table?
They look all different.
They do look different. So which one?
This one.
That's right. Do you want to pick it up? Do you want to have a guess and see what kind of rock it is?
It looks like chalk.
Oh, what makes you think it's chalk?
Because it's white and it feels powdery.
Brilliant. And that's part of learning about, becoming a geologist, is to use your powers of observation and your hands to kind of test out different theories. Sarita, you're using your eyes to look at the colour of the rock, and you're using your fingers to feel the texture, aren't you?
And it's getting all over my fingers.
Oh, well, you have to wash them later. Would you believe it if I told you that chalk is made up of the billions and billions of dead bodies of microscopic algae called coccolithopores? How does that make you feel?
It's a weird name.
It is a weird name, isn't it?
Yeah.
They were really beautiful, tiny shaped creatures living in deep oceans in the Cretaceous period about 145 million years ago. So on the table we have another sedimentary rock. It's this one here. Do you want to grab that? Just describe it to us.
It looks like a greyish brownish, and it looks like it has like little rings which look like prawns.
That's really funny that they look like prawns. Actually, if you put a little bit of water on it, you'll see the true colour of the rock come out. And this is a really good trick to use if you're investigating rocks. What colour has it turned now that it's a little bit wet?
It's like it's a dark red. A bit looks like it's definitely red.
Okay, that's really interesting. This is a mudstone that was forming at the bottom of a deep sea about 350 million years ago. Can you believe that? And those round things that look a bit like Cheerios are actually pieces of coral.
Wow. They don't really look like coral though.
No, I guess they don't, because now they're fossilised coral.
Wow.
So we're on to our second rock in the rock cycle. What do you think that might be, Sarita?
Igneous rock.
That's right. Igneous rocks are our second type of rock in the rock cycle. Which one do you think it might be on this table?
This one.
That one there. Yeah, you can pick it up.
It feels hard.
Yeah.
And it looks like a weird shaped sponge.
Does look like it's got lots of holes, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what colour is it?
Definitely black with tiny little brown spots on there.
A few years ago, I visited Hawaii, and Hawaii is really famous because it's full of volcanoes. Now, the volcanoes erupt something called lava, which is molten rock that comes out onto the Earth's surface. So the rock you're actually holding is a rock called basalt, which is a cooled form of lava.
I'm touching lava.
You're touching solidified lava. Real lava would probably burn and melt your hands off.
Yeah. So, Mummy, I have got a question about this lava rock. Why are there little lines in it?
Okay, that's a great question, Sarita. If we look closely at this piece of lava rock, as you call it, or basalt, you can see it's got these ridges in it. Now, Hawaii is really famous for lava flows. So this is molten rock from underneath the Earth's surface coming out the top of volcanoes and spreading out across the land. Now, when the lava flows across the land, Sometimes it's quite thick and gloopy. And in this particular hardened piece of lava, it actually forms like shapes like ropes. And it's got a very special name. It's called Pahoehoe lava, which is a Hawaiian word. And it literally means ropey lava. And that's what these lines are. So we're on to our third rock in the rock cycle. What might that be, Sarita?
Metamorphic.
That's right, metamorphic rocks. And which one of the metamorphic rocks is sitting on this table here? Can you guess? It's the last one left.
This one.
That one, yes, that's right. You can pick it up. Can you describe it for us?
It looks dark white and it has little holes in it and it feels hard. And it has I think it has little crystals in it because when you move it around, it sparkles.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. You're going to make a brilliant geologist when you grow up. Metamorphic rocks are rocks that are formed from other rocks such as sedimentary or igneous rocks. But something special has to happen to them. The rock has to be subject to intense heat and pressure, which completely changes what it originally was. So the rock that you're holding in your hand, Sarita, is known as marble, and it's actually formed from another rock that's been subject to intense heat and pressure. It's actually formed from limestone, and I've got a piece of limestone here. It's whitish grey in colour, and it's really, really hard. This rock would have been buried deep under the Earth's surface and squeezed and heated up to a point where it changed so much that it formed a whole new rock that you're holding in your hand. So hopefully, like us, you've become a bit of a rock expert now, and we're going to recap by looking at our three major rock types of the rock cycle. Starting off with this one, it's a rock that was made from the broken bits of other rocks.
Sedimentary rock.
Brilliant! It's a sedimentary rock and it's actually chalk, remember? This one in the middle
is igneous rock.
That's right, this is a piece of solidified lava and it's called basalt. And finally, this one here
is metamorphic rock.
Oh, you're such a brilliant rock expert, you are. This is a piece of marble, which is a piece of metamorphic rock. Well done, Sarita.